Hey guys, now before I begin with the video, please make sure to subscribe, like the video, also comment below because I'd love to hear what you guys think. As I posted this topic in a couple of One Piece Facebook groups a little bit earlier in the week, and most fans didn't appreciate it, but look, I still have to bring it up because it's still a possibility. Now also, all our socials are in the description below, so don't miss out on those by, following them, so then you get to see more amazing content like this. Now the latest One Piece manga chapter showcased something a little bit shocking at the end of the chapter. And I don't know why most One Piece fans sort of looked it over as nothing. I mean, yes, we've seen similar examples of this, and I'll explain what this is in just a sec, but for some reason, I don't know why we haven't focused on it. Now, what I'm referring to was Hyogoro. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, but that is my best pronunciation. Revealed when Luffy turned into Gear 4, now obviously he's the one that looks a bit like a gorilla, so his Kong form. Well, he looked sort of like a divinity. Now, he referred it to looking like the Wisdom King. Now, what the Wisdom King is, and it was mentioned at the top of that manga slide, is actually a reference to one of the Buddhist divinities. Now, yes, this could just be passed off as Luffy looking a little bit like a Buddhist god, but is there more to it? Now, one thing we do know about Oda is he never introduces anything for no reason. And a lot of the time, it's just that we either miss it, don't take it as anything important, until much later on in the series, and then suddenly we get a flashback and we think, wow, we really missed that. An example of that was recently, in Punk Hazard, if you recall, Nami and a few of the other Straw Hats stumbled upon some ancient giants that were frozen, and then that was forgotten and they just left and there was never an explanation. And then for some reason, no One Piece fan has thought about that moment ever since. Well, 400 chapters later, and suddenly the ancient giants are making their way in Wano. Well, the ancient giant experiments that were failed from Punk Hazard are making their way in Wano. So it's kind of interesting how 400 chapters later, and suddenly that little brief snippet is relevant again. So it's possible that this brief snippet of Luffy being called, well, not Luffy being called a divinity, but Luffy looking like a divinity could be something that is going to progress to some sort of godlike form or some sort of godlike relation that Luffy might have. We know that Luffy has some unusual natural abilities. Luffy has abilities that are a bit strange. And for example, Luffy being able to talk to the underwater creatures that most others can't talk to, and it's not really a skill he's developed, he was just born with it. So what else was he really born with? Yes, it looks like he's the reincarnation of the Goldie Roger. Look, it makes sense. So the guy looks exactly like a young Goldie Roger, but is there more to that? Is Goldie Roger essentially a reincarnation of some sort of god? This is all a possibility. You can't write it off until it's confirmed otherwise. This is all a possibility that Luffy's Gear 4 is potentially an awakening. Maybe not an awakening, but an early step to some sort of godlike transformation. And that is a real possibility. Now, yes, we have seen other Buddhist references. Obviously, seeing Goku's Golden Buddha transformation when he uses his devil fruit powers is a pretty big indication that Buddhism is something that is referred to in One Piece, meaning that the gods of Buddhism are actual beings in the series. Now, we do have reference to gods in Skypiea, but that is mostly people that have taken devil fruit powers and have called themselves gods because of their power, not because they're actual divines, and because they also live in the sky. But the fact that there are now 2 references to Buddhist gods one in Sengoku with extreme power, and the other in Luffy means that there is a chance that there are divines in the One Piece world. And if that's the case, if there is divinity in the One Piece world, then there's a chance that Luffy could, in theory, learn from them in the future and actually awaken some sort of godlike transformation. Sort of like Dragon Ball Super, where with Goku and he's Super Saiyan God. Now, I'm not saying Gear 4 is necessarily that early stage, but at the same time, you can't write off that it's not an early stage of some sort of divine form. The reason for that is because we've now seen two awakenings, two Devil Fruit awakenings that resemble some sort of Buddhist godlike figure. Not only that, the term Devil Fruit in general is reference to a devil, which demon of some sort. So again, it's more reference to some sort of divine presence that gives mortals power in One Piece. I'd like to see more of this. This could be something that they could really bring forward later on in the series. Now, again, these are only hints, and I'm really just speculating here. But there's a lot of possibilities here. And I suppose, for now, until mentioned otherwise, maybe Luffy's Gear 4 is some sort of early godlike transformation, similar to what Sengoku's is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Leave a comment below. I'd love to know what you think. Also, give this video a like. It does help. And subscribe if you can, because I do post videos once or twice a week. I also post gaming highlights a couple of times a week too, so that's usually 4 videos. And I do a lot of streaming, mostly anime streaming on Twitch, which includes One Piece, Dragon Ball Super, and Boruto. So do make sure to follow me on Twitch, ChrisZeros21. The link is in the description below. And thank you for watching.